parts of exponential functions, day 2 notes. So number 1, consider a rumor that starts with 3 people where the number of people who have heard it doubles each day that it spreads. Write a formula given the number of people who know the rumor N if you know the number of days D it has been spreading. Ethan G, what's something I should circle? Something that's important. Very good. Starts with 3. Ethan H, what's something else that I should circle? Very good. Doubles. And anybody else, there's one more thing that's telling you what to do. Yeah. Very good. Write a formula. What do you think it means by write a formula? What do you think your answer is going to start with when it says write a formula? Y equals. Very good. On your paper, this is number 1. You need to write Y equals on your paper for number 1. Y equals. And the starting value comes first. So what's the starting value? 3. Starts with 3 people. What does doubles mean? Very good. Times by 2. And I heard someone say what we're going to use for times. Very good. Parentheses mean times. Now, it means to times by 2. So all I have to do is put the number 2 for this one. I don't have to worry about 1 plus or 1 minus for this one. Doubles just means times 2. All right, there's one more thing I need. Very good. Where's the x go? Very good. In the power or exponent spot. Okay, so that's your answer for number 1. Are there any questions on number 1? Okay. No. All right, number 2. Helmut from Finland is heading towards a lighthouse in a very peculiar way. He starts 160 feet from the lighthouse. On his first trip, he walks half the distance to the lighthouse. On his next trip, he walks half of what is left. On each consecutive trip, he walks half of the distance he has left. We are going to model the distance D that Helmut has remaining to the lighthouse after N trips. Daniel, something I should circle. He starts at 106 feet. He doesn't walk that far. That's where he starts. Andrea, something else I should circle. Anything. Anything that's important. Very good. That's exactly what I wanted you to say. Half of what is left. Okay? This one isn't very clear on what to do, but it wants a y equals. So on your paper, write a y equals. Chuck, what's going to come after the y equals? Good. All right, every time, how much is he walking? Half. So we're going to put a parentheses, and we're just going to put 1/2 in the parentheses because there's no percent on this one. There's no percent. So you just put 1/2 to the x, and that's it. Okay? Questions? All right. Number 3. Which of the following is a decreasing exponential function whose y-intercept is 20? Gracie, what should I circle in the question? Very good. Anybody else? Something else I should circle in the question? Very good. Decreasing. Okay? All right, so let's start with this first answer choice. Is the y-intercept 20 on this one? Yes. Okay, what about this one? Is the y-intercept 20? Yes. What about this one? What about this one? Okay, so they all have a y-intercept of 20. Let's also look at this word, exponential function. Which one's not an exponential function? Number 3, why? Good, it doesn't have parentheses, and also it doesn't have x in the exponent. So to be exponential, x has to be in the exponent, so you can mark out number 3. Okay, to find out if it's decreasing, I have to look at the parentheses. So everybody type in 4 divided by 3 in your calculator. 4 divided by 3 in your calculator. What do I do next with this number? We practiced it earlier. Nope, not yet. Very good, Jesse. -1. 4 divided by 3 -1. What did you get? Positive or negative? You got a positive. Is that decreasing? No. Okay, let's go to this one. Type in 1 divided by 2. Chad, what do I need to do with that? -1. What are y'all getting when you -1? Negative. What does that make it? Decreasing. All right, decreasing. And sorry, I should have pointed something out earlier. Right here, the y-intercept is actually not 20 on this one because what number can you put in front of the parentheses? And we're going to actually learn this on Thursday, so you don't need to, don't get confused because we'll do more of these on Thursday. But you actually have to add these two together. What's 1 plus 20? 21. So the y-intercept was not 20 on that one. It was 21, actually. All right, we'll talk more about that on Thursday. Okay, number 4. This is number 4 on your paper. Agronomista are studying how quickly the population of an invasive species of beetle will increase in a controlled farm setting. They calculate that the population is increasing at a steady rate of 6% per week. At the beginning of the week, the population was 350 beetles. Write a function rule that models this situation. Sorry, what's something I should circle? Dylan, something else. Very good. And Chad? Good. And anybody else? There's one more thing I should have circled. Yep, who said it? Chuck, increasing. Very good. Increasing. Okay, so, what? Haley, what do I do for write a function? How's that start with? So guys, is this number 4? Okay, on your paper, number 4, y equals, all right, Monica, what comes next? All right, does anybody know what's going to come next? Daniel, very good. When you see a percent, you do parentheses, percent, parentheses, percent, parentheses, okay? What else do you have to do when you see a percent? What has to come first in the parentheses? A 1. All right, good. We're on top of it. A 1. Jesse, is going to be 1 plus or 1 minus? Good. Why is it plus, Jesse? Because it is increasing. Dylan, how do I write 6%? What do I put? And then I have to put x in the exponent. All right, on this one, I got to do one more step. Y equals 350. Monica, what would be in the parentheses? How can I simplify that? Good. So on that one, I actually have to do one more step. Very good. Okay. All right. Gracie, read this one. Fahrenheit. Good. Ethan H., give me some things to circle. What else? Of what? And Zaria, something else to circle. Yeah, I don't need to worry about it too much. This one, I should have deleted this before I typed it up because that's going to be confusing. Whenever it's a percent, it's exponential. They really shouldn't use that word on that one, okay? So let's not worry about that because it is a percent, which makes it exponential. Daniel, something else to circle? Good. All right, so Chad, what do we do for write a function rule? Good, a y equals. Andrea, what's coming first in my y equals? Ethan G., what's coming next? Very good. Very good. Parentheses, percent, parentheses. Jesse, what comes next? Very good. Haley, 1 plus or 1 minus? And Chuck, how do you do 8%? Good. And x goes in the exponent. All right, Dylan, what's my final answer going to be? Good job, Dylan. Thank you. All right, any questions on that one? All right, Jesse, read this next one for us. Good, thank you. Chuck, something I should note. What's something that's important in this, Chuck? Huh? What do I have to do with that? Good. All right, so Chuck's going to go ahead. He said he's going to put that in the calculator, which is good. So everybody do that. 1.045. Jesse, type it in, please. 1.045. All right, Ethan G., what are we doing next with that? What? -1. Good. All right, everybody do that. -1. What are we getting in our calculator? Okay, and what can you do with that if you want to move the decimal? You can move the decimal in your head, or you could do what in the calculator? Times by 100. What are we getting when we times by 100? All right, so which two answers can I mark out? Good. A says 45, and we need 4.5. Which other one can I mark out? D. Okay. All right, so we know it has to be 4.5%. This says the initial amount. What does this word initial mean? Good, or the starting value, okay? Initial means your starting value or your y-intercept. What is the starting value up there? 250. Do we ever move the decimal on the starting value? No. So the answer is what? 3 or C, however you want to call it. Okay? Yep. You gotta look closely. Look closely. Okay? All right, and Jesse, read this one for us. You're a good reader. Good. Haley, tell me an answer that's wrong, one that I can mark out. Why number 2? Good. Here they're saying the starting value is 7.5. What does the problem say the starting value is? Very good. Okay. Originally 275, so that's the starting value. So we can mark out that one. That one's wrong. Chuck, what's another one that's wrong? Good. Why? Well, anytime there's a percent, there should also be what? What else? Anybody? Percent? An exponent. Okay, so that one doesn't have it. And let's see. Somebody, Ethan G. What other one's wrong? No, 4's right. Why is number 1 wrong? Okay, so let's talk about this. Increasing. So percent means I have to do parentheses. What goes in the parentheses? Before that. 1. Jesse, eyes up here, please. A 1. What comes next? What comes next? What? Plus, because it says increasing. What do I have to do with 7.5%? Move it how many times? And so it becomes what? Which matches number 4. So you've got to remember the 1 is important. Okay? All right. And the next one. Dylan, read this one, please. Somebody tell me what to circle. What's it asking?
Oh, what is that?
Good. What is the percent increase? If I look at this, how do I get the percent? Not yet. From what? Okay, good. So type this in your calculator. 1.06. Type it in your calculator. To get the percent, I have to type that in. What do I have to do first? Subtract 1 to get the percent, and then you can move the decimal or what? Okay, what are we getting for the percent? 6%. That's what it's asking for. 6%. Okay. All right, last one. Ethan H., read this one. Good. Zaria, what's it asking for? Very good. The percent decrease is what it's asking for. Monica, how do we get the percent decrease? What are we going to do? Okay, so do 0.6 first. Type in just 0.6 and then minus 1. So do it in the right order. Type in 0.6 and then minus 1. What are we getting? What does the negative tell you? It's decreasing. That's why they have that word, because it's negative. Okay? And then, Jesse, what are you getting for the percent? Very good. 40%. Okay?